Michigan fans, Noah here today, and today we're going to be talking about the early prediction for the first game for Michigan football, and that is the New Mexico Lobos. So, yeah, we're going to talk about that, early predictions, what players are going to start, what to look out for, and yeah, let's get into that today. Sorry I have such a bad posting schedule. My computer likes to fight with me a lot and doesn't want to work, but finally got it working great, so expecting a weekly upload schedule. So, yeah, let's dive into it, guys. As I said, we're going to be versing the New Mexico Lobos for our first game of the season. And honestly, it shouldn't be that big of a game. It's at 7:30, which if you guys have an early bedtime, sorry for you. But we are actually favored by 32.5 points. And honestly, I could see why. And I don't watch them, and I just did a little research for this video, and they lost to Hawaii. Who loses to Hawaii? Unless you're unless you're like a low conference school, which this kind of is, but for being D1, they should definitely beat in Hawaii. Hawaii is just Hawaii. You shouldn't have struggled against Hawaii. They also lost to Colorado State, and they lost to, it was either San Diego State, where it was, I can't remember, but it was S something, but they lost to another team. So out of the last 5 games, they lost to 3 pretty bad teams. So I wouldn't expect much difference to them, and they haven't had a lot happening over the off season. A bit of recruiting, some transfers, but other than that, nothing amazing. But mostly today we're going to look into what Michigan has. We'll do a little bit of them near the end to compare, but yeah, this is just an intro to what they do, so let's get into it. So first, obviously, we're going to talk about Bryce Underwood. You can't talk about a Michigan video without having at least one thing mentioning Bryce Underwood, because he's the thing now. But what we're looking at is many possibilities that Bryce Underwood will actually be starting for Michigan football for 2025. Now, it's just a possibility. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. It's very possible. We have other quarterbacks, like a transfer from it was East Carolina. We have that transfer. We have the one from Fresno State, and we got. Hang on, I can't remember his name, but it was Jaden Davis. We have Jaden Davis too. Okay, had a bit of a brain fart there, but yeah, we have Jaden Davis. We have a pretty good quarterback room other than Jaden Davis, but many people, including experts, are putting Bryce Underwood as the starter, as he does have a lot of talent. We saw that in the spring game. He did throw an interception, but he also had a really nice passes and runs.
Touted an exciting freshman in Michigan history. And some trickery here in one of his final few plays is going to be the biggest play of the day for the blue team for either side.
Had a really nice passes and runs, so that was amazing, and it wouldn't surprise me if he does start the season. He's actually already being compared and ranked up there with other Big Ten quarterbacks that are vets. So we'll just have to see how it goes. He is definitely a contender, and I could definitely see him starting and hopefully beating the crap out of every other team we face. The New Mexico Lobos quarterback, I think it's Despar something, like Despar something, I don't know. But like I said, I only did a little bit of research on them because I didn't watch them. I just got the basics down. But he is actually not a horrible quarterback. He has some decent stats. He's got a good few touchdown passes and runs, and it's very noticeable to see that he can be a struggle for us. He's both good at passing and running, but he hasn't met Michigan's D-line, and that thing is a monster just waiting to appear. So if he tries to run, he might be in for something he doesn't like. We've seen that last season a few times. But honestly, I wouldn't be too worried about him. I would still look out for him, though. If he throws a couple balls deep to some of his wide receivers or even running back, we got to hope our guys can do the job in the backfield, our safeties, including Rod Moore, who is now back Thank goodness. I missed having him from the championship season. I am stuttering bad. Oh, God. But other than that, yeah, we're happy to have Rod Moore back. And honestly, as long as the defense does his job, hopefully this quarterback will be shut down completely. Next, we have Andrew Marsh, which I know you can only see him. He's right here. Right here. We even got Moore back right there. He's like right back there. And you can see him because of his number 3 jersey. But we're looking at Marsh mostly because Marsh is an incoming wide receiver. He committed, and he is a 4-star, and he's in the top 100 recruits. He's going to be very good for Michigan. I already talked about him a few times before, but he will definitely be a helper in our hopefully potential win against New Mexico. And he is a very dynamic playmaker, so it wouldn't surprise me if he gets a touchdown or 2. So we can only hope for the best for him and what he can do for Michigan, and hope he can just, I don't know, burn those New Mexico Lobos DBs and safeties. So yeah, also Moore back there could also help. That would be amazing. He has a few nice catches during the Alabama game. Out is our running backs. Now, currently, everybody's looking at Justice Haynes, and that's reasonable. Alabama running back transferring to Michigan, big thing that happened, and really great potential, especially when he was just a backup at Alabama. But other people also aren't looking at Jordan Marshall. He ran against Alabama in our bowl game, and he was actually pretty good. He did really good, and I honestly think either of them could be the starting running back for Michigan this year. Most likely it will be split, but seeing Haynes and Marshall working together, those two are great runners, and I think it'll be a great thing for Michigan to, have them and be able to run all over the Lobos defense. But we'll just have to see. Well, that was all I was really going to cover today, but if I'm going to be honest, my final prediction for the score of the game is probably going to be about 35-7 or maybe 10 Michigan. I could see Michigan scoring about 35 points, mostly off running, some few passing, and I could definitely see Lobos getting in there every now and then to get a field goal or get a touchdown. But I really can't see us going above and beyond like we did in 2023 during our championship run, because our offense still is never going to be at that level again for a long time, maybe in a year or two, but I don't see it this season having that type of an offense. So I think 35-10 is a good start, near what we had against Arizona State and Fresno State, but I think it's a good start, especially against this Lobos team. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about today, early predictions. I will have another video coming out a day after this one, so just to make up for lost time. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and of course, go Blue!